This week in creative writing, we will begin our study of the short story. So for this week's direct instruction, I'm going to talk a little bit about the short story and do a bit of a writing review for you. What is a short story? It is a brief fictional narrative. Fictional meaning that it is not true, narrative meaning that it tells a story. Edgar Allan Poe helped to define the genre of the short story. He wrote a lot of short stories, many of which you are probably familiar with, like The Telltale Heart, The Masque of the Red Death. He believed that a short story was something that could be read in one sitting. However, he never defined exactly what one sitting was, but however long you could sit and read for one period of time, that's how long a short story should be. He also determined that an effective short story should have the following. It should establish the setting in time and place, present a main character who takes part in the action as the problem is resolved, introduces and develops a conflict, weaves a plot, and suggests a theme. Types of short stories. There are tons and tons and tons and tons of different types of short stories. I'm just going to mention a few of probably the some better known, some less known, just to give you an idea of some of the types of short stories that you can think about writing. Historical narratives. These focus on some historical events or a moment in time, but they use fictional elements. For instance, a story could be set during the Civil War at the Battle of Gettysburg, and it could use some historical events from that battle, but characters might be made up, dialogue would definitely be made up, which is what makes it a fictional story. The second type, mysteries. Mysteries, they present a riddle to be solved. Often there's some kind of detective finding clues to solve a crime. Think Nancy Drew, the Hardy Boys, those kinds of stories. Thrillers. These include a high level of tension by introducing danger in the conflict. So there's some kind of bad thing going to happen to the characters involved. And then science fiction, which is based in futuristic settings but address issues in today's society. So it may seem like a science fiction book is completely irrelevant to story is completely irrelevant to what's going on in today's world, but the themes and the issues addressed in the story are very often something that we are currently dealing with in our own society. Okay, now that's a real short review of what a short story is. Some of the other assignments that you will deal with this week deal with some of the vocabulary associated with short stories. You'll also be asked to read a famous short story called The Lottery and respond to it, as well as to begin brainstorming some ideas for your own short story. The second thing I would like to talk about this week in direct instruction is writing effective paragraphs. Paragraphs are made up of sentences, and paragraphs are how we write. So let's look at main idea and topic sentences. The main idea of a paragraph is just that, the main idea, the central concept, the topic, and it's often stated in the topic sentence. The main idea can also be implied. That means that it's not directly stated, but that you need to read the paragraph and determine from the details that are given what the author is trying to say. Facts and details in the rest of this paragraph support the main idea. So once you've established a main idea, everything else in that same paragraph needs to support that topic that you have decided to write about. Because of this, writing a topic sentence is extremely important. Why is it important? Because it gives organization to your writing. Without a topic sentence, your writing will probably lack some framework. The topic sentences are really the main things that you want to get across in an essay, in a story. Okay. When you're writing a topic sentence, you want to review the details that you're trying to use and decide how you can group them. Grouping like details together and then coming up with some key statement that kind of does bring all those details together. Once you've written a topic sentence and decided which details you want to use, you need to write the supporting sentences. You use supporting sentences to develop, support, or explain the key idea from the topic sentence. Strategies for developing your topic sentence. Okay, you know what you want to say, but what kind of details can you use to support what you want to say? You can use facts. Okay, things like the sun rises in the east. You can use statistics. These are numbers. 6 out of 10 people prefer Cocoa Puffs to Rice Krispies. You can use examples. For instance, one time when I was in school, okay, and you can use details. Better description. These are all ways that you can support your main topic. Another thing that you need to consider when you're writing paragraphs, once you've developed your topic sentence or your topic and you have some supporting details, is where you're going to place your topic sentence. Most often, we place them at the beginning of the paragraph. The topic sentences are then the first sentence in the paragraph. This focuses your reader's attention before you present your details. Your reader kind of knows what to expect when you start with a topic sentence. Okay. However, it's not the only place you can put it. You can also put it in the middle. When you put it in the middle, it allows you to lead in with some background information. So maybe you need to provide your reader with information that some readers might know, but other readers may not know. And this allows you that opportunity. You can also put your topic sentence at the end of your paragraph. This gives you a way of summarizing the details that you've provided, rather than giving the topic sentence first. And the last thing you can do is you can leave your topic sentence unstated. This allows the reader to synthesize the information. This is also what we said earlier would be called an implied main idea. Because you can move your topic sentence around, we have what we call paragraph patterns. The most common paragraph pattern is the TRI pattern, okay, where the T stands for topic sentence, which would come first. The R stands for a restatement, where you interpret your key idea. And the I stands for an illustration, where you support with an example. For example, we have here, our town doesn't need a new parking lot. That's our topic sentence. We restate it by saying, we have enough parking to meet everyone's needs. And then we illustrate it. On any weekday, the municipal lot is only half full. On Saturdays, the busiest day, the longest wait for a parking spot is 10 minutes. We've used our topic sentence, we've restated, and we've illustrated. However, this isn't the only way to arrange a paragraph. You can put, as we said previously, you can put the topic at the end. You cannot use a restatement and instead use 2 illustrations. So there's a lot of opportunity for you to make some changes. Okay. What I'd like you to do now is I have 5 exercises for you to complete on each of the next slides, dealing with identifying topic sentences, writing topic sentences, writing supporting sentences, and using paragraph patterns. I would like you to complete each of the 5 exercises in its entirety. Please answer the questions in the submission box for this assignment. I would suggest that you pause the recording at each one of the exercises to allow you to read the topic, or read the directions, read the selection, and then to complete the exercise. When you are finished, please feel free to review anything in the video that you need to again. And if you have any questions about any of the exercises or any of the information presented in this week's video, please let me know.